My view on mental health, I feel like before I never knew what it was. The way I grew up, that's like you need to go to the church and get like freaking exorcism and then you'll be fine. But as I've grown older, I view it as something very important that not a lot of people know, or a lot of people understand that's like important. Some people take it as a joke, some people romanticize it, but it's very important to me and like everyone around me to know like that's not something to make a joke, or this is not something you take lightly or something like that.
What's my view? It's something that it's something that gets overlooked. Not many people understand, it, and more people should learn more about it.
I think mental health is something that's being talked about a lot more, like something that I see all over like social media and things like that. And I think it's good that it's being talked about more.
I do believe there needs to be more awareness out in the world, because especially now with these young kids, this generation, a lot of parents don't know how to approach it. Not just parents, just society in general don't know how to approach it. They just treat it as if they don't treat it as if it's a disability when it really is. It's a mental disorder, and sometimes people don't know how to handle that and control it, and they take things further than what it needs to be, when all they need to do is just listen and figure out the proper help to get.
I think mental health is really important. I don't think it's really talked about enough. I also think that like there should be more mental health services, especially catered towards like first generation students, especially people of color, because I think oftentimes in our communities it isn't talked about enough.
I think my view on mental health, I think, is important to take care of. It's an aspect of life that you should protect for yourself. It's really important and for each individual. Everyone has their own way of doing that, honestly. But, I think, like I said, it's important to protect that.
Yeah, I think it should be known. Like, people should know more about it. That way they can prepare themselves for, like, anybody who does have any mental health issues.
I feel like mental health is very important, and I feel like anybody who's struggling mentally should, talk to somebody, or, if they're struggling to open up, try to find somebody that they can go to, as a resource, or like, yeah, that's pretty much it. I feel like it's very important.
Mental health is a serious topic. A lot of people don't take it too serious, or they're not well known on the different mental health there is on people. And a lot of the times it goes unseen because a lot of people don't speak upon it when they're struggling, or they can't see the signs that people are going through.
It's important to reach out, especially if you're not okay, and to acknowledge it if you're not okay. A lot of people like to brush it off and say that it's not real and it's just in your mind, but it's not. So if you're not feeling okay, reach out. There's always someone there for you.
My view on mental health, just in general, it's really important. You need to prioritize it as much as your physical health. So if you're struggling, you need to seek help, reach out.
That's very tricky. My view on mental health is that it needs more awareness, because it's very much limited to a good amount of what's going on. It's talked about, and it's very much people like to talk about it, but it's not really touched basis on in a real life situation. I feel like that's very much like people joke around with mental health so much that it's like that needs so much serious need. So yes, it needs some work, but we're gonna get there.